Let the thing go.
What's up, you guys? Today I'm going to be showing you a room decor slash DIY slash organization kind of video. I am super excited about this video. I really worked hard on filming and editing it, and honestly the organization struggle is real. Oh my gosh. During school I know I can be super disorganized. My room is the last thing, like seriously the last thing I am worrying about. So this is really good for a preemptive strike in September instead of in like January where you're like, holy crap, my room's a mess, I'm a mess. Honestly, for me, school doesn't really get into the regular school mode until like October, and then it's like, holy crap, all this disorganization, I can't do it. So honestly, for me, if my room's a mess, I'm a mess. So quite honestly, this video is helping me too. These tips are actually tried and true. I have definitely used them myself, and currently all of my room, I'm using them myself. I'm also going to be showing you guys 3 really cute desk organization decor, a paper holder, a corkboard, as well as a mouse pad, and honestly, they're all super cute and I've been using them a ton. It's not one of those videos where I'm just going to show you stuff and then I never use them. Like, honestly, there it is. I really hope you guys enjoy, and just stay tuned for the video.
So the first thing you need to do to even organize your room is clean it. Here you can see that I have cleaned my dresser as well as tidied up my desk, and honestly this just gives you a clean surface to begin on. And here I'm making my bed. Honestly, even if it doesn't make a difference in your organization process, you're going to feel a lot more together when organizing. Here are a couple clips of my desk before I organized it. As you can see, it is clean, but it's just so cluttered. So my next tip is to simplify your surfaces. Oh my gosh, this is the biggest tip I can give. It just makes the world of a difference. Honestly, my desk is so much easier to use now because it is simplified. So for the first DIY, I am going to be showing you guys how to make this cardboard magazine holder. I love this. I think it's really customizable, and it's definitely going to help me during the school year. You are going to need a glue gun, some scissors, pen, and some cardboard, as well as whatever you are going to decorate it with. I recommend using the template to your left. It was very helpful in my case, and it came out with a perfect sized magazine holder. So here are all the pieces once I cut them out. Here's the finished product for the side panel. This is the wrapped side and then the duct tape side. So the first thing you're going to want to do is place the cardboard on top of the wrapping paper and draw roughly about 1 inch bigger than the cutout onto the wrapping paper, just so that you can fold it in easily. I recommend the folding technique. I think it works really well. I just taped it with some Scotch tape. Now you could paint it, but I just found that I didn't really have time for that. And I really like this wrapping paper that I had. It's just pink and white polka dots, so I kind of alternated the patterns throughout the magazine holder, and I thought that was really cute. After I was done just taping the paper to the cardboard, I took some duct tape for some extra stability, as well as just a plain color on the inside. And I just taped this all along the back side, and as you can see, I had some problems ripping it, so obviously it doesn't look perfect. But after I did cover all of it, I went around the corners to just kind of seal it off, and also for some added stability. For these pieces, I am just using the same technique as before, overdrawing and then taping the edges with Scotch tape. Now these ones I kind of wanted a mix and match kind of look, so I went with the polka dot pattern on this side. Obviously you can do whatever you want, but if you do have a two-sided wrapping paper, I recommend trying this out. I thought it looked pretty cool, and it was definitely something unique. So just like before, I am duct taping the back side just for some added stability. So to hold everything together, I decided to hot glue it. Now you can use whatever kind of adhesion method you prefer, but I just like hot glue because it's what I had, and this has really stood the test of time. I've had it in my room for about a week and it has really held up well, way better than I had expected it to. So my next organization tip is to have a designated command center. As you can see, I have these kind of desk tiles, and this one is a calendar, and I also have a chalkboard and just a plain whiteboard. This has seriously saved me so many times. I love the calendar because it's erasable, and that's what's great about all three. They are erasable, it's not like paper, and they're just very easy to write on and very great visual aids for me. So for the next DIY, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make this really cute pin board. So what you're going to need is a cork board, preferably with a border, some fabric of your choice, a paper plate, some tape, paintbrushes, paint, some thumbtacks, a pencil, and some scissors. First thing I'm doing is just taping off my cork board because I really wanted the border of mine to be white. Now this is obviously your choice. If you want it to be like a shade of wood, yes. You could do it that way. I'm just painting it white to match my room, so I'm just taking some brushes as well as some acrylic paint, and I just dump that onto the paper plate so I won't make a big mess, and I am just painting the edges. I did about 2 to 3 coats. It kind of depended. 2 coats definitely all over the entire thing, and then a third wherever I thought it needed it. I then removed the tape on the front to reveal some clean edges, and then I also recommend painting the back to make sure that the edges are covered when displaying your corkboard. So the next thing I'm doing is just marking and cutting my fabric to fit slightly over my corkboard so that I can fold it in and pin it. And then I am ironing it. This is a huge step, especially if you're making this, because if you're going to spend this time, you want it to look good. So I just spent a couple minutes ironing it. Indestructible. So to actually pin the fabric down, this definitely took some trial and error, but I recommend folding it so that it's perfect and then pinning it in with bobby pins to hold it while you're pinning the other sides down, if that makes sense. I am taking a straight edge. This just happens to be another piece of cork to make sure that my pins are all lined up and they are not out of place, because that would just not look good. So I am just doing the same bobby pin fold over technique to just kind of hold it in place while I am pinning everywhere else down. This just definitely took some trial and error. I think it's kind of, that's just how it is. But I definitely got easier as I went along. This is the finished corkboard and what it looks like, and I just decorated it with 2 pieces of paper and some of my favorite statement necklaces. Honestly, I think I will put on there whatever comes to mind, but that's all I had right then. But that was an important sheet of paper and it's still sitting there, so it's working for now. I really like the way that this looks in my room. I think it matches perfectly, and if you can be as lucky with the fabric as I was, this can really match your decor perfectly for a really cheap price. Next up, I'm going to be showing you guys a DIY mouse pad, kind of using the same technique as before. You're going to need a piece of cork, a mouse pad to measure, some fabric, some push pins, some duct tape, some scissors, a pencil, and that's it. So the first thing I did was just trace the mouse pad. This was just to kind of get an idea of how big I wanted to make my mouse pad. So then I just cut the fabric to fit slightly over, and then I folded the fabric over and taped it with duct tape. And I know this looks a little ratchet, but honestly it reinforced it really well, so I definitely recommend this. And to fold the edges in, I recommend to fold them in like you would a present. This really gives a crisp edge as well as a very tailored look without having people know that you have duct tape on the other side of your mouse pad. Last step is optional, but as you can see, I am taking some push pins and not lining the entire border of the mouse pad with them as they poke through, but on the corners they did not because the fabric was doubled up. So I just put them on the corner. I put 3 in a corner. I thought this looked really cute and just kind of different, and it kind of matches the theme of my cork board.
Alright guys, that's it for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like this video as well as subscribe down below because I will be posting new videos very soon as well as many videos just like this. My next video is going to be on some DIY binder covers as well as how to organize your binder, so stay tuned for that and definitely hit that subscribe button down below if you would like to see a video like that. Also, if you like to see any other videos that include my crazy self, then just